Hey, I'm Ben F. Silveria.
And I'm Parmesan.
And we are European City infield correspondents.
That's right.
We're back at Power Pro Lucha Aniversario weekend with an incredible author. This is James Edward Murray.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir.
So, thank you. Happy to be here, back here on the Opinion City podcast.
Fourth time, fifth time, sixth time guest.
There's so many times you can't even count.
You can't even count how many times this guy's been on our show.
I wouldn't have enough fingers to count them all.
No, there's too many. So now, talk to us about your newest book here,
All right.
The Chase, a wrestling story.
Well, this is a long gestating project. I was working on this for a long time, but this is a prose novel. It's The Chase, a wrestling story. It takes place in the territory days of wrestling. It's about a story of a married couple, Patrick and Betty. Patrick's the wrestler, but Betty's helping him out, give us some ideas about developing his wrestling character. And they travel across the country, and it's like a hero's journey. He finds his way, develops his character, shenanigans on the way, triumphs, tragedies, victories, betrayals, everything in between.
Now, you mentioned the territory days.
Yes.
That was full of characters back then.
Yes.
Were your characters based on anyone in particular that we may have heard of?
Well, the main character, I influenced a lot of stories, his story from Gorgeous George. A few years back, I bought a bunch of biographies about different wrestlers from the territory days. One of them was a Gorgeous George biography. That was an excellent book, and I got a lot of information out of that. I also went to Notre Dame University to do research on they have the Jack Pfeffer collection. He was this really eccentric promoter, so I got all the information from that research trip. I read a couple books about the NWA and some of the early women wrestlers, and just there's a Luthez biography I read that was really good, and a bunch of others. I can't remember them all, but I read a bunch of books on this, and like I said, I did this research trip, so it was a long gestating project, but here it is. This is The Chase.
Now, what was sort of the inspiration behind making this book in the first place? What made you want to write this book from the start?
Well, I always like telling stories, and I liked wrestling, so I thought it would be a cool idea to do like a wrestling novel. I don't know if anyone's done that, and people had nostalgia for like the old days of wrestling and the territory days and that. So I thought I'd try to experiment with this and kind of create this world of wrestling. So I have this. I don't know if you can see the logo on the back. It's the universe of professional wrestling. So I want to have a whole series of stories set in this world.
Cool.
I'm also working with an artist I met in New Jersey on the Japanese style manga comic book.
Cool.
That'll be it'll be set in the same world as this, but it'll be in Japan in like the late 60s.
That's cool.
But I'm going to mix and match characters and things like that. So the artist, they're developing that right now. But again, that's going to be the idea that the universe of professional wrestling, where all these characters will exist, and hopefully I'll get a lot of good stories out of it.
Cool, that's awesome. Now, are you planning on like exploring genre in this universe? Like different genres? Are you most?
Yes, actually. I mean, I don't want to say too much yet, but I have an idea for the next pro story that'll be it'll kind of touch on a different genre. That's something that I think hasn't been done yet. So I think that'll be pretty cool.
Now you have a wide array of books here on your table here. Which is kind of give us the overview
Sure, I do.
of what's going on here as well.
So I'm a longtime writer, so I have these other books. These are not wrestling related, but I have this prose book, Frankenstein, the Illuminatus Complex. There's the Frankenstein creature and Captain Nemo from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. They team up and fight the Illuminati. Right, and then I have some comic books here. I can't draw myself, but I did the stories. This is a comic I did a long time ago. It's Curse of the Mummy Stone. It's in the style of the Universal Monster movies. And this is my newest comic. This is maybe a year and a half old. Billy the Kid meets the Masked Strikers. This is like a Western, like Old West, bandits, gunfighters kind of story. So that's awesome. The latest comic I have.
But clearly, you're a fan of the Universal Monsters, and it seems like they're making a comeback now, finally, after a long time. Now, which of the Universal Monsters are you most excited to see back on the big screen?
Well, just because it hasn't been done yet, I don't know if anything's official out, but I'd love to see a Creature from the Black Lagoon remake. I think if they could do that, because I could see how that could be done, where it would be like really scary, because the creature was smart and intelligent, and the creature set traps for the humans and stuff, and I could see how that could be like a really scary movie if it was done right.
Oh God, I need that so bad.
We all do, yeah.
Now, from scary creatures on the page to scary characters in the ring, here at Power Pro Lucha, there's a ton of intimidating characters. Do you have a favorite?
Ooh. Oh, I don't know if I could pick one. I'm scared to pick just one because they'll come after me.
Devontae or Big Calix or something, they might get back to you.
Yeah.
It's not good. Now, what does it mean to you to not only be a sponsor of Power Pro, to be at their 1 year anniversary show?
Oh, I mean, it's a great honor. There was a great crowd last night, and I got to meet a lot of fans and sold a lot of books, and just great to be, just a small part of this scene and everything. I know it's something people are really excited about. And it's also, this is like kind of the world debut of the Chase.
Right.
I just got this in my hand like a week and a half ago.
Wow.
Great.
So it was like the first big like wrestling event that, I could get this out in front of people and show people and stuff. So I'm really happy about that.
It's amazing. Now, before we let you go, can you let our viewers know where they can find your book?
Sure. Well, I'm doing appearances around comic book shows and things like that around the East Coast. And my website's hardcorestudios.com. I checked it's going to be available online. Just at this moment, it's not on yet. It's like pending, but it will be available online to buy. You'll be able to get it on Amazon and things like that.
Cool. That's amazing.
Well, James, thank you so much for talking to us. Stay tuned right here on the Opinion City Podcast channel for more awesome interviews like this one.
Thank you.